Hello, Workers of Faith. Welcome to my channel, Works of Faith. My name is Lorraine, and I welcome you here on my channel. Please, Workers of Faith, if it is your first time seeing me or watching this video, Workers of Faith, and you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. And I welcome you to the family of Works of Faith. So, Workers of Faith, this channel is all about faith. It's all about that power that you have to manifest anything you want. And faith that blesses the divine source, the creator of heaven and earth. Because in good books, he said himself that your faith, it is the one that pleases him. So this channel, Workers of Faith, it is about reminding you that you have the power within yourself. You have the power that also even God created the everything with that power. So that power, it is within you. And that power, you can even utilize it to create your own life, your desired life, by just using that power. And Workers of Faith, it is not that tough to have your faith or increase your faith or believe in your faith that everything, it is possible. And I can use anything or everything here on planet Earth to manifest whatever I want. That is faith. It's a faith that have works. So this channel, Workers of Faith, it's all about that. It's all about helping our faith, or putting our faith into use. Yes, to use something so that we can know that I use something to get what I want. I used something. Not that something that you have used, it is the one that has power, but the faith that you know, when I do this, when I use this, I'm going to have whatever I want. So Workers of Faith, what I want also to remind you, this channel, Workers of Faith, it's all about to use the things for our good and for everyone's good. Yes, Workers of Faith, because I believe in the law of karma. Yes, I believe in that. So we have to send out good. We have to know whatever that we use, we are using for the good, so that the good can return to us. Yes, Workers of Faith, we are not using anything, Workers of Faith, to harm anyone or to harm ourselves. So, Workers of Faith, welcome to this channel. Yes, Workers of Faith, if I can explain about this channel, what is the aim of this channel, I can go all day long, because it's about faith. It's about the power that does not have the end or the beginning. It is the power that can manifest anything. Faith, Workers of Faith, is for you, even if you can have a little faith as a mustard seed, as little as it is, you can do everything. You can manifest everything. You can be anything that you want to be. This video, Workers of Faith, it is about God box. I'm sure you heard about God box. God box is one of the most powerful, Workers of Faith, methods to make your desires to happen. God box, Workers of Faith, it's like you are sending a box of an email or mail to God, and you are releasing it to God. You are letting God to handle it. So God box, Workers of Faith, is a powerful thing that you can put in your manifestation techniques or works. Yes, Workers of Faith, God box is a powerful thing that you can always do. You have to do it. You have to have good box, Workers of Faith. It can be like a box, or like mine, like this one, Workers of Faith. It doesn't have to be special. You can see my Workers of Faith. I've used this one, I'm sure 2 years ago, Workers of Faith. So you can have something like a box, the box that is so sentimental to you, or you can create that sentimental thing for you, Workers of Faith, to have that sentimental connection with it. God box, Workers of Faith, it's like you are sending God an email, or you are sending to God your desires. You are asking God through a mail, and that puts you, Workers of Faith, in a relaxing and calmness state. You are not going to be in control of your things. You are letting God to do, or the way you call your creator, Workers of Faith, you are letting everything. You are surrendering, because you have made your desires to be known to your divine source. So God box, Workers of Faith, is a powerful tool for you to use, Workers of Faith, to manifest anything that you want. I advise you to have it. I advise you to start doing it. Once you have that box, that you are going to create a sentimental connection with it, Workers of Faith, you are going to have intentions. a paper and a pen to fill that box with workers of faith, with your desires and good desires, worthwhile desires, workers of faith. Because take it as it's like you are sending mail to God, and God is going to go through each and everything that you have wrote on that letter or piece of papers. Because workers of faith, this God box has been used ancient of years to manifest. That wisdom of ancient workers of faith is still existing now. That powerful response workers of faith that came to our great ancestors when they used this method. It is also happening now. Yes, workers of faith, once you have your good books, please have a pen and paper. I'm not going to go deeper because I'm going to demonstrate this workers of faith because I've already done it. I'm not going to write again and show you. You are just going to write anything workers of faith that you desire, experience, or to have in this lifetime of yours. Anything workers of faith, like I always said, say small or big, doesn't matter. You know what is important in your life. You know what you need. After you have wrote down, you are going to have to write on that paper of yours workers of faith, piece by piece like this. Let me just make an example workers of faith on the things that I've wrote. Healthy connections. I wrote this, I'm sure, 2 years ago. Healthy connections. Yes, most especially with human beings, workers of faith, or anything. Healthy connections. Not to have attachments with people, places, or things. To have only healthy connections. Yes, workers of faith. Because when you have healthy connections, workers of faith, you are not putting everything, your emotions, your mind on that thing. You just love it, healthy, and you're just appreciating it. Whether it's a place, people, or thing, workers of faith, you are going to have that balance in your life. So I'm not going to go through explain any desire that I wrote, workers of faith, that I asked God. The second one, workers of faith, it was respect my sensitive self. Yes, workers of faith, I wrote I ask God to guide me and help me on how I can respect my sensitive self. Yes, workers of faith, because we ignore that sensitive part of ourselves, and that can hinder us to see the bigger picture of what God has created for us, workers of faith. We are not having that self-concept or self-love because of we are ignoring the sensitive part of ourselves. So, workers of faith, I wrote everything here, or anything, workers of faith, emotionally, physical things that I want, workers of faith, mental things that I want God to improve. I wrote, I've been free when I was writing these things, workers of faith. So, workers of faith, constant income. I wrote so many things. Authentic self, workers of faith, everything for God to help me. Yes, workers of faith, financial income. I wrote, I was pouring myself to anything that was coming inside of me, workers of faith, to send it to God, to let God know what I want, what I desire. Yes, workers of faith. I wrote so many things. I don't want to go through them. I'm just giving you an example on how people can hold back their needs towards our divine source. Yes, workers of faith. We are retrieving because we go like people, they don't take serious what they need, because they think that that thing is not that important for me to have. But you know you need it. You know you desire to have it. Confidence. Many people struggle with confidence. Yes, workers of faith, you can write it down. It's a code box. You can see mine. I wrote. And anytime when I feel like I need to write to God and release it and let it go, I take a piece of paper, I write it down, I put it in my code box, and I close it. Workers of faith. And I let go. So many things in here, workers of faith, has manifested. It might be spiritually, workers of faith, mentally, or emotional. They have manifested. This is powerful, workers of faith. This is so very powerful, and I advise you to do it, workers of faith. I advise you to do this. Abundance mindset, workers of faith. Abundance mindset. Because I was struggling with scarcity mindset. But now, workers of faith, I am no longer thinking or taking things in a scarcity mindset. I know that I will be provided for anything that I need in a present moment or anything. And it is happening, workers of faith. And I'm not only talking about workers of faith financially or having everything that I want, a luxurious life. No, I'm talking about when I need to, maybe, let me say I'm standing up to this chair that I'm sitting on. I need something. I am being provided with it. That is abundance. If you create abundance mindset, you will be provided like that. Yes, after that workers of faith, you're going to close your God box. It's a God box. Everything that you have wrote inside, it is for God to handle anything or everything that you have put in that workers of faith. And when you do this workers of faith, you can, if you want, you can create a special space or a sacred space for yourself. You can light a candle, connect within yourself, so that you, anything that your spirit wants and your soul want to experience here on planet Earth, workers of faith, can come within. Don't do this workers of faith with egoistic mind, workers of faith. Don't let ego to tell you what you want, because ego, workers of faith, is good. It is protecting you, but it can put you away or make you not to be too much open, and workers of faith, to it can limit yourself. It can make you to be limited, ego, because it wants to protect you. But if you go with faith and knowing that everything is possible, everything is possible. The intention of doing this God box, I am going to allow, and I'm going to let everything that comes within me, I'm going to write it to God. And I am going to close this box with the relief and believing, workers of faith, believing that this will happen. God is already starting. The divine, the universe is already starting the process of bringing this to me. Workers of faith, for me. Right, workers of faith. I hope you're going to do this, workers of faith. And what I like to do about this God box, I always, within some sort of period of time, I come back to it and I open it. I see the things that God has done in my life, and I'm being in gratitude. Can be workers of faith, something that is not tangible. Like I made an example of abundance mindset. When you see or you go through these papers, there are so many workers of faith. When you go through these papers and you see that, yes, I've gained respect, that respect of my sensitive self. I am now connecting with myself and accepting myself, that I'm sensitive on this part of myself, and I'm sensitive here. And if I want changes, you can ask the divine. You can ask. You will always be given, workers of faith. So when I go, I come back to my God box and read and see that what God has done, it is so, workers of faith, so fulfilling, and it puts you in that trust that God is still waiting behind. Because God box, workers of faith, you're going to close it and leave it there. Put it, workers of faith, where you don't see it. Workers of faith, in the cupboards, workers of faith, in your cupboards, workers of faith, or your drawers, where you don't see it too much, because you're going to be tempted to go and see, and you're going to maybe judge yourself that this hasn't happened. Leave it there. Maybe after 3 months, go and check. I'm telling you, workers of faith, you are going to be so, wow. And this will show you that God is powerful and everything is powerful. Because why? Our ways are not like our divine's ways. His ways happen the way we don't understand. Not everything is possible. So workers of faith, this video will end here. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like, comment, or even share it, workers of faith. Right, workers of faith. And you can read the description here below, workers of faith, where you can follow these steps, because I believe they can be so easier for you to read and understand. And I will see you on the next video.